Nelson Mandela's life is the essence of a process that can be described as inner transformation. When he regained his freedom after 27 years of imprisonment, he was not only experiencing physical freedom, he also felt that his spirit and heart had been liberated. This process led to both individual and societal enlightenment. During his years in prison, the hardships he faced endowed him with inner strength and resilience. While spending time behind the iron bars of Robben Island, he realized that true freedom lies beyond physical boundaries. During this period, he developed a profound practice of longing and reflection. Through deep inquiries into his inner world, he found an indomitable power in questioning the reality of external conditions. He expressed that, even in the custody of my enemies, I was independent, indicating that he found spiritual awareness and freedom during that phase of his life. Throughout his years on Robben Island, Mandela not only developed physical endurance, but also underwent mental and spiritual growth. Discussions with his friends and the books he read provided him with opportunities to question the deeper meaning of existence. His journey through different thoughts meant not only acquiring knowledge, but also nourishing his soul. He contemplated Sufism and philosophical texts. These readings granted him profound insight into understanding the existential condition of humanity. During the hours he spent each day, he was consumed by thoughts of the cosmic universe. Occasionally, while in prison, he would delve into reflections triggered by the echoes of the outside world. Each moment of free thought gave him the sensation of transcending his external context and reconnecting with his spirit. Under the stars, he dreamed of merging with all beings in the universe and being a part of the flow of human history. During his time in prison, the challenges Mandela faced led him to cultivate a deeper sense of empathy. He developed a profound understanding of how to show compassion to others, even in the most difficult times, stating, "Show mercy even to your enemy." This became a guiding principle not only for his own life, but for all of humanity. After gaining his freedom, Mandela became not only a leader of an oppressed people, but also of all humanity. With his reminders, he stated, "Freedom is not just opening your own cage, it is also securing the freedom of others." This quote exemplified that Nelson Mandela dedicated himself to changing not only his own life, but also the fate of the society he lived in. The transformation that Mandela experienced symbolizes not only the inner change of an individual, but also how a society and the world can change. His life is a clear example of how individuals who have been lost within existing systems and social structures can unite with cosmic consciousness and find freedom. After completing his inner journey, Mandela became a passionate advocate, a compassionate leader, and an inspiring figure illuminated by his experiences. Ultimately, Nelson Mandela's life is a story that leads us to reflect on the quest for independence and the freedom of the spirit. He will be remembered not only as a leader focused on power, but also as a person with deep understanding and love. In each of his steps and struggles, he aimed to open his soul and heart, emphasizing that freedom is not solely a struggle, but also a matter of heart and spirit. Mandela's story is not just a biography. It is also an inspiring resource that teaches us how we can initiate our own inner transformation. When Nelson Mandela assumed leadership, he adopted a peaceful approach for the freedom of his people. After regaining his freedom following the difficult years of imprisonment, he undertook a mission not only to free himself from individual captivity, but also to liberate society from its chains. When he took office as the president following South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994, he chose to focus on healing a nation's wounds and establishing peace rather than seeking revenge for the past. Mandela emphasized the importance of love and unity over war and fostering hatred, stating, "Freedom must be for everyone, not just for us." This peaceful approach, developed under the influence of Gandhi, brought about a radical transformation for both himself and his society. Mandela's efforts to reconcile with his adversaries illustrated why he was valued not only as a leader, but also as a human being. Through the steps he took in his political career, he worked to set aside past enmity and reconstruct the social fabric to uplift people. Particularly during times when he stated, "The world should move forward steadily with me, but first, I must end my inner turmoil." His dedication and sincerity had a significant impact on the path to social peace. At one point, During a revolutionary process after apartheid, he took a crucial step by establishing the Human Rights Commission to confront past human rights violations and heal the wounds of society. Such actions reflect not only Mandela's political maneuvers, but also a profound sense of responsibility about being human. During Mandela's leadership, the world watched his quest for freedom and peace closely. His peaceful messages resonated in the media. Maintaining his connection with the stars and cosmic energies, he had the ability to see himself as one with nature, providing inner enlightenment and becoming a bridge across the globe. When he said, "Upholding justice is a duty throughout a person's life," this statement was part of a philosophy that set him apart from other leaders. He expressed his belief in justice and freedom at every stage of his life. Mandela's leadership resonated not only in South Africa, but around the world. During the 1995 Rugby World Cup, he caught attention as a supporter of the Springbok team to promote unity in the country. That moment symbolized the end of old divisions and the transition to a new era. Mandela's actions became a step toward alleviating the pains carried in the hearts of the entire nation. When he stated, "The coming together of a nation is possible through love and solidarity," he was developing an understanding that encompassed not only his own people but the entire world. Among the stars, his spiritual guidance became a source of inspiration for many. Mandela's greatness lay in his commitment to the call for peace and unity. With his unique expression, he reminded individuals of their power by saying, "The victories we achieve together are far more meaningful." To establish social peace, he created a broad sphere of influence by forming connections related to joy and happiness, transcending his community. Mandela's legacy became a universal representative of the quest for peace and justice. His inner journey and philosophies converged to create a wave of change that went beyond the borders of South Africa. His life was fundamentally filled with profound love for humanity, universal justice, and spiritual enlightenment. By turning the search for freedom and peace into a daily practice, Mandela fought with all his strength to raise the score for not only his own people, but for all of humanity. By placing peace at the center of his struggle, Mandela sought ways to reconcile even with his enemies. His leadership style was based on a deep understanding of the human condition and a call to reconstruct society as a whole. At a time when the government's discriminatory policies continued, he directed his people toward a positive mindset by stating, "True freedom occurs not just beyond laws, but also in our hearts." Mandela's emphasis on national reconciliation was supported by structures like commissions and conflict resolution. Such efforts aimed to overcome past prejudices and hostilities. For example, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, established in 1996, was created to investigate past human rights violations and listen to the stories of those who witnessed these violations. Throughout this process, Mandela never lost his belief that peace should not only be a promise, but also a way of life. Mandela was not an ordinary leader. He stood out with his ability to understand the universal connections of the human spirit. His vision made him a figure who shaped not just South Africa, but the entire world. In the flow of human history, he became a beacon of light rather than just a dutiful performer. Among the stars, he maintained his inner connection as a guide in the pursuit of freedom and peace, standing side by side with deep cosmic commitment. Each of his words was like a line of light. When he said, "A person's freedom is the freedom of all humanity," he expressed how deeply interconnected humanity is. These words shone like a guiding star in all his struggles, embodying universal consciousness by his side. Mandela's life is not just a symbol of national heroism, but also a journey into the depths of humanity that words cannot fully express. The story of Nelson Mandela is shaped not only by the pursuit of power as a leader, but also by the quest for freedom in the depths of the human spirit. He succeeded in being remembered as a representative of justice and peace. In a rapidly changing world, his teachings continue to serve as a mind-opener for us regarding human dignity and equality. With each step, Mandela emphasized that a truly free person is one who has completely liberated their mind, highlighting that freedom is not just a physical social struggle, but also a matter of spiritual and mental independence. His life will remain a story of how courage, love, and compassion can be united, serving as a shining example for humanity. Nelson Mandela's life and philosophies remind us of the determination to fight for peace, justice, and human dignity. The circles that shine under the stars are filled with his legacy, and his message continues to resonate around the world as a universal call. Learning from Mandela is an extensive journey aimed at rekindling the light of our humanity and building a peaceful future for all. Copy Regenerate.